Hospital in Lincoln, it's not just their professional care that sets them apart, but their warm staff and state-of-the-art facilities. Whether it's for a routine checkup or a comprehensive medical procedure, at Parkview, your pet isn't just another number, but a valued member of their caring family. Visit them at pahlincoln.com today and in person just south of 14th and Pine Lake Road. Parkview Animal Hospital, your pet, their passion for happier, healthier, furry friends.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
It's the holiday season. Time for work parties, friend get-togethers, and family gatherings, which means lots of eating. Maybe you think you've perfected your holiday meals, and maybe you have no idea where to even start. Let's fix that right now. No holiday party is complete without Führer's cheese spread. It goes well with any type of cracker, pretzels, apples, chili, vegetable, chips, and of course, it's perfect to pair with wine or beer. Holiday meals aren't complete until Führer's cheese spread is on the table. Find your own container at your nearest local grocery store today.
Things that impair you come in many different shapes and sizes. Some are the shape of beer and liquor bottles. Others look like cigarettes but aren't cigarettes at all. These are the things we know impair us, the things our parents warned us about. What we're not always aware of is our new prescription or the over-the-counter medicine we picked up just for allergies or a bad cold. See, it doesn't just matter how much of a substance you take. If you are impaired, driving is deceptively dangerous. Don't drive impaired. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Midwest Bank is hosting our annual Thanksgiving food drive, partnering with local Lincoln schools to provide Thanksgiving dinners to families in need. We hope to provide meals for more than 120 families in our community this year. You can help by dropping off a donation at either Midwest Bank location, 7001 Pioneers Boulevard or 2655 Jamie Lane. Any donation is greatly appreciated. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank, member FDIC.
Fall is officially here, and Brown's Shoe Fit has just the right style and comfort your feet deserve. Stop in to see a wide selection of all your favorite brands, including Brooks, Hoka, Echo, Keen, and many more. At Brown's Shoe Fit, they take the time to measure your feet to ensure proper fit. They also have the largest selection of Uggs and Hokas in Lincoln. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zipline gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey guys, it's Carly from Boyd Farm Outfitters. Farmers, you need to know about Green Eye Spot Spray. With Green Eye, we replace your existing spray boom with a brand new aluminum boom equipped with camera technology that identifies and sprays only weeds and not your crop. The boom comes with 2 spray lines so you can still broadcast residual herbicide while you're spot spraying weeds that are up. Green Eye users in Nebraska are saving a ton of money on herbicides, but that's just the beginning. Learn more at BoydFarmOutfitters.com. That's BOECK FarmOutfitters.com.
If you want to make new floor shopping easier, come to O Street Carpet. Hi, I'm Steve Carper. Our flooring professionals can help you choose the best flooring for you, your family, and your budget. We eliminate the confusion. Even better, you'll be enjoying your new flooring much sooner. No 6 or 8 week waits. We'll install right away and save you money on installation. Floor shopping made easy every day at O Street Carpet.
O Street Carpet.
1732 O Street. Family owned and operated. Always the best value.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arens and Derek Pearson.
It is 10:06 in Lincoln. Harrison Arens,
Do you know where your kids are? That was better. I would think that's a trusting young man.
Got a potential babysitter.
Hey.
Maybe a puppy sitter.
For an hour.
Yeah.
We'll a babysitter with a ring cam.
With the monitor on.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like, we'll let you do it, but we're definitely going to be watching.
We just need you to watch while we're there. 402-464-5685, the Starter Heyman text line. Of course, the Evil Empire is currently live on the brick and mortar. And while I love our listeners, I do not love them enough to watch said franchise.
I thought you were torturing our listeners by putting said franchise on the airwaves.
No, we did that for them, right? I love them enough to give them that, but I don't love them enough to have to sit through and watch it.
That's a fair statement,
right? So, I spent some time on WWE, and if you have not watched tonight's episode, mute your laptop and your app, mute it, and I'll give you 3 seconds to mute it so that you do not hear the. I wouldn't do that. I can't do that. I wouldn't do that to people. Pretty good show tonight.
I was curious because we had a hospital talking
I can't
about
do it.
and the
Can't
way
do
it was
it.
setting up where he was going to.
Can't do it.
All right.
Not going to be spoiler guy. I refuse to be spoiler guy. That's just too much. Was watching some NBA hoops on a night like tonight, and then there's always enough college activity, and of course, the mothership of sports leading the way with the story that James Franklin agrees with Virginia Tech, which I don't know. Somebody in this room said 3 weeks ago. But.
Yeah, I think what's funny is you and DeMornay both called that.
Yeah, that it's like no, it makes
DMV guys called it.
The Virginia guys know, like we know, we know, like we just know.
I love the hire, by the way. Phenomenal. At least for me. Maybe you're different.
I love the hire. The question is for him, is that the right move?
I would.
For him, is it with the 12 jobs that are available, right?
Mm-hmm.
That to say that, and out of respect to the Commonwealth of Virginia, the great Commonwealth of Virginia, while I love him going to Blacksburg, the current state of the program is not necessarily like going into the season. James Franklin was top 6 coach in the country.
Yeah, you can put him there,
right? Top 6.
I think top 6, top 7.
Is Virginia Tech a top 6 program currently?
No, not right now.
And of the 12 that where job openings seem either currently available or going to be available, I didn't know if it was top 6 in that. Right?
I don't know what James Franklin wants. Like, again, this is reading minds that I'm not able to read.
First of all,
you get money, and also at Penn State, we've talked about before. You pull that program out of its worst chapters in history, and then you get to the point where at the end, people are waiting for you to leave. People are upset. You're not. Everyone's just waiting for win the big one, and there's some argument to that maybe, but he just wasn't necessarily appreciated. And I just feel like a new place where he can go in there. The expectation is, hey, go win us the big one. They're just going to be excited in my mind to see how far can you take us. Like, obviously we're not expecting championship right away, but they're just excited to see those incremental steps, maybe the same way that Nebraska was with Matt Rule, and a little bit more patient.
So if we said, so LSU job available, Penn State, Florida, Penn State still, Florida, Auburn,
Oklahoma State,
Stanford.
Yep.
Right.
Arkansas.
Fair. Right. So
I think that's Arkansas is always a little bit underrated. I think it's a
right. So if it and the Athletic did a thing, so they ranked the 11 available jobs, and their top 5 was LSU, Penn State, Florida, Auburn, Well, those are top 4. I don't know in my mind whether that's the best. Is that the best place he could go? Is that best for him? I certainly think that's the best that they could do. I'm not sure there was a better hire for the University of Virginia.
Oh, for sure.
Virginia Technical and Polytechnic Institute and University.
Bold title. All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Polytech, Virginia Poly, Virginia Polytech.
I mean, all those other schools that, like, you know, what's the AD like? What's the expectation there? Like, if we're just talking about the places that are going to have the most resources, sure, that list makes sense. I don't know what they're all accounting for it to be the best spot, though, outside of you have money and resources.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that is. I know Virginia Tech. I don't know that Virginia Tech is the best coaching job in Virginia. Because we saw what was happening at James Madison.
Yeah.
The best team in the state. Like, I'm not sure that if you matched James Madison and Virginia in the first round of the playoffs, that necessarily Virginia would be the favorite. For a lot of reasons. When you talk about just talent and prestige and program, that's Virginia. That's University of Virginia, Charlottesville, all the resource. Okay. But it's kind of like Nebraska and Creighton at basketball. It doesn't always mean because you're the state university that you have the advantage when it comes to competition. There is some mystique to Virginia Tech, but it doesn't. I don't know that it holds the same valor that University of Virginia does. Barry Thompson would say clearly and loudly that it's University of Virginia. That's the state. That's the Commonwealth's university.
Mm-hmm.
I have to remember that Virginia is not a state; it's a Commonwealth. People, so we have to keep.
Which is just bizarre.
Weirdos. But you know, it's what the old country was doing.
Commonwealth
of Virginia.
All right.
Yeah.
We just call them states.
No, can't do it. Don't.
I didn't know that tidbit.
Yeah.
For some reason, they call it the Commonwealth.
I don't. As a matter of fact, I don't think it's the only one though.
I can look it up real quick.
Yeah, I don't think it's the only state that isn't a state. I think. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure our texters will.
4. Can you guess them?
No.
No. Kentucky?
No.
That all makes sense. Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Virginia.
Yeah, the 4
exactly
hubs. Well, Kentucky, I don't know how they got it. They don't belong. They don't belong.
One dude off the Mayflower said, "I'm going that way."
They don't belong in. They don't belong in. We didn't. Who invited Kentucky?
Some dude just hopped off the Mayflower, and that's where he landed. Was Kentucky.
Said
that will be a Commonwealth.
See, and I have to stop before I say something really bad about the entire Commonwealth of Kentucky.
I don't like that.
Is it the Commonwealth of Kentucky, or is it what? How do they define it?
They define it as the Commonwealth states. So Commonwealth, Kentucky. You could describe it as the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Would be the proper way of saying it.
The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania,
mm-hmm.
and the Commonwealth of
Massachusetts.
So I would think that those are the big finance, those deep state places where business is done at a level that we can't possibly understand.
Kentucky.
Commonwealth. Again, who invited Kentucky?
Yeah, I'm trying. What big business are they?
I think Kentucky just saw the charter and blackmailed their way in.
I think so.
Because I would have thought you could have said Maryland, you could have said Delaware, you could have said New York.
I would have seen anyone. The Kentucky's kind of a. They must have just lied about how many banks that are opening up. It's like, yeah, we have like 50 banks in our Commonwealth.
Or maybe where's Fort Knox?
I know it's a good question.
Tennessee.
Fort Knox, Tennessee. Fort Knox, Tennessee. I didn't want to say it's Tennessee. I'm going to double check, but I think it's Tennessee.
Fort Knox, because it was being the only
Fort Knox, Kentucky.
It holds all the gold.
Yeah,
holds all the gold.
Yep, there you go.
If something doesn't make sense, money is the answer.
Huh, okay.
Harrison, have I taught you nothing? in all of this time that if something absolutely does not make logical sense, the correct answer is deep money. And if you hold the reserve for gold, just like you hold the right, the insurance rights to the entire country, the original English charter to America, and then
which one's the insurance?
I would have thought New York, but I would imagine that it's Massachusetts.
Yeah, Massachusetts is one of them. I don't know what
Yeah, I would imagine that that's why. That Pennsylvania, where all of the national charters were written, right? If the Constitution was written there, but the residents, the original nation's capital, yeah.
Well, Massachusetts is the Commonwealth because it has in 1780 when they drafted it by John Adams. He established it and named it.
In 1780, after the country already existed. When did Virginia establish Commonwealth? And more importantly, when did Kentucky? What
kind of rabbit hole did you get me on here?
I told you this is Harrison. This is where we go.
I didn't know we had Commonwealths, DP.
But I'm here.
I had no idea.
I am here to teach people. Going down the rabbit hole is not just merely for entertainment. Sometimes it's to get smarter. You need more information.
It just feels a lot like the Ohio State University.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Of course it does.
Okay, you want to know Virginia?
Yes.
In its constitution in 76.
So immediately after
and then Pennsylvania was also in 76.
When did Kentucky come in? 18 what?
No, they're 1792. The last one of the bunch, though.
So when
they got the gold.
Okay, so you know what you have to Google now. Fort Knox. You have to the origins of Fort Knox, because that will tell you so much about America. Because if I said to you that, yeah, your eyebrows did exactly what I thought they would do. Your eyebrows raised. Why, Harrison Arns, did said eyebrows raise?
Well, they said the modern military installation in Kentucky, originally in 1978, artillery training, Fort Knox. It became the depository in 1936.
For
artillery. Okay, so here we go. Major General Henry Knox, first U.S. Secretary of the War, who was the leader of the artillery in the Revolutionary War.
So he knew where all the weapons were.
Uh-huh.
And the gold.
Yeah.
How did they get all the gold?
Let's get there. See if I can figure that out.
How did Fort Knox get all the gold? That is the thing, right? You have to keep. Again, we don't have to have all the answers. We just need to get to the right question.
Confiscated private gold. The majority of the gold in Fort Knox originates from private citizens being required to sell their gold coins and bullion to the U.S. government between 1933 and 1937, following Franklin D. Roosevelt's executive order. How many people said that's all I got and hid the rest under the floorboards? So the country just said, hey, everyone, bring your gold. We're never going to touch it. It's just going to stay here. Believe me. We're never going to. We're not going to show you inside, but we will never touch that gold.
Yeah, right.
All your gold will stay safe with us.
Trust me.
If someone says all your gold will be safe with me, I never want to talk to you.
Harrison.
That is crazy. I didn't know that. The cops are for private citizens. It's like hey,
every citizen. Now that means that every block of gold that existed.
Yeah,
now remember,
was our gold.
Now think about the gold, the California gold rush.
Yep. Oh, all that gold they took. You know how many people died and that's like their fortune?
Yeah, people were. You misspelled.
Well, I'm talking about like died on the job
site.
site. Yeah, died. I'm talking people died on the job site. And they're like, my granddad, he died in the mines. He left me an inheritance, and then you get a.
Hey Harrison, you know what?
Give me your grandpa's.
You know
gold.
what? As you're mining and you hit jackpot.
Yep.
There's a lot of gold. A lot of gold. and you tell somebody that, hey, I need help gathering all of this gold. And you gather all the gold, and then whoops.
It's tragic. He died. I remember what he told me the gold was, though, and it was his dying wish that I go harvest this in his name and take it to Fort Knox.
In his name, and of all the places,
that sucks.
You took it all the way across the country by train.
It makes sense.
By train you didn't go to a place you went to Fort Knox, Kentucky.
West Coast. Sorry.
Fort Knox.
It makes sense.
Other side of the Mississippi.
You could put Fort Knox in California after the gold rush. Everyone's gonna be so mad. Man, is there a good that'd be a great documentary to see, because people had to have been livid, or not, because it's right after the Revolutionary. I don't know. The chaos.
How many times do we say, I can't imagine how things happen?
Well, this is why I try not to complain about stuff either.
Right, because we just do stuff.
Yeah.
Just to do stuff.
My shower was cold this morning.
Right, and you go, no, we're not even curious. Because I guarantee you.
Oh, it'd just be insane having the government just like come in and be like,
hey, give me your gold.
All of it.
All of it. All of it. All of it. And
you don't want to give it to me?
Oh, remember we have all
an
the
answer
weapons.
for that too.
We have all the weapons.
Yeah, we
have all the weapons.
Welcome to Fort Knox, where we hold all of the weapons and all of the gold. Boy,
we are so special.
It makes sense.
We are so special. We are so special. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Because that football game's over.
Okay, perfect.
And so we will go to break, and then we will come back. And I make zero promises on what rabbit hole we will go into or not go into, because
the Commonwealth of Fort Knox segment,
the Commonwealth of Kentucky has. Oh, good heavens, man! Harrison Orange, DP, Late Night Lincoln. We'll be back.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Get geared up for savings like you've never seen before during Elway Days. Their biggest sale of the year runs October 14th through the 18th, when every red tagged machine is priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Don't miss out on these epic savings. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof, with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location.
Imagine hitting rewind on your life 10, even 20 years. With testosterone therapy from Limitless Male, you can turn back the aging clock and get your edge, energy, and confidence back. If you've lost your drive, sleep deprived, muscle loss, belly fat, irritable, you're not the guy you once were. Get your T levels checked at Limitless Male. More and more men are realizing hormone replacement can turn back the clock. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People City mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Serve Nebraska believes that volunteers are part of what makes Nebraska great. Each year, the Step Forward Awards honors volunteers from across the state who serve their communities in outstanding ways. We hope you'll join us this year at the Step Forward Awards luncheon on October 27th in Omaha. Help us thank volunteers with a celebration to remember. To register, visit serve.nebraska.gov and click Register Now. We hope to see you there. Paid for by Serve Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Husker fans know when you work together, great things happen. At Cornhusker Bank, they're more than your financial partner. With 5 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Omaha, they're your neighbors, your teammates, and your biggest fans. Whether you're saving for your first home, planning your future, or growing your business, they're right here in Nebraska to help you move forward together. Visit cornhusker.bank to learn more. Cornhusker Bank, member FDIC. Doing life together.
Deciding on a college with your high school senior can be a little overwhelming for parents. But applying for money to pay for it is simple. FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, is now easier than ever with fewer questions and faster fill-out times. If you have a high school senior, now is the time to apply for thousands of dollars for classes, books, and housing. Get started, Nebraska, at dothefafsa.org. Sponsored by Education Quest Foundation. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Tired of asking what's for dinner? Nourished for Life has got you covered. At Nourished, they're a local meal prep company that delivers fresh, chef-crafted, healthy meals straight to your door. Made from wholesome ingredients and ready when you are. No shopping, no chopping. Just heat, eat, and enjoy every night of the week. Fuel your busy days with balanced meals that are designed to keep you satisfied and energized. Visit nourishedforlife.co to purchase meals and taste the convenience of home-cooked comfort without the hassle. It's game on at Elway Power Sports of Lincoln, Nebraska's premier power sports dealership. Get geared up for savings like you've never seen before during Elway Days. Their biggest sale of the year runs October 14th through the 18th when every red tag machine is priced at invoice plus $300. That's it. No freight, no setup, no extra fees. Don't miss out on these epic savings. Elway Power Sports of Lincoln has you covered all under one roof with a large selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, motorcycles, and personal watercraft at their 27th and I-80 location.
Imagine hitting rewind on your life 10, even 20 years. With testosterone therapy from Limitless Male, you can turn back the aging clock and get your edge, energy, and confidence back. If you've lost your drive, sleep deprived, muscle loss, belly fat, irritable, you're not the guy you once were. Get your T levels checked at Limitless Male. More and more men are realizing hormone replacement can turn back the clock. Schedule your free consult at limitlessmale.com.
Hi, this is Pastor Tom. Did you know there's a place kids can seek out help when they're away from home and something goes wrong? They find themselves in a difficult spot or even a dangerous situation. Maybe another child is bullying them or a stranger is following them. Perhaps on a date and things just go bad. In Lincoln, here's where they can find help. It's called Safe Place. Safe Place is a national program for children taking place in thousands of cities across the United States. The People Seating mission is sponsoring this program in our community and has set up a number of businesses, fire stations, schools, and nonprofits around the city to become safe locations where kids can seek out help. They just need to look for the big yellow sign that says Safe Place on it. Then go inside and ask for help. We will be quickly connected to them and ensure they make it back home or to whatever resources are needed. If you'd like to find out more about Safe Place and ways in which you can get involved, just go to pcmlincoln.org. Remember, when we all do a little, we change a lot.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Poor Harrison. Poor Harrison. He just, you go down the rabbit hole.
No, I don't like it. You get my gears just turning way too late at night. Like, this is the crap.
You'll be up.
This is the crap that happens. I get
You'll be
like
up at night.
6 hours of sleep because I'm going to go home and I'm going to watch a documentary about history.
Are.
And then I'm like, oh, I got to watch the sports highlights too in the morning. And then it's just, hey, I love my job.
You really are. You really are. Well, I mean,
it's easy. Don't get me wrong.
Sports will do that for you. But yeah, the idea that the United States Bullion Depository.
Yeah, what's a bullion?
Mm-hmm.
What is that? Do you know?
So in the official,
is it like a quantity of gold?
Which is Fort Knox. The blocks of mass, in this case gold, bullion.
Okay, so it's a measurement.
Yeah. It says that Fort Knox currently holds 147.3 million ounces of gold bullion.
Might take the under. Well, I don't know.
Yeah. 2.999.
Yeah, we'll round up.
Omar! Joseph!
Oh, man.
It is under the U.S. Department of Treasury. It's a U.S. Army post. So Fort Knox is an Army post.
I think that part makes sense. You wouldn't leave all your gold unprotected. You'd make sure you have all the weapons in the country around it, especially when you can go and take it.
Aren't you fascinated that nobody's attacked Fort Knox?
They were practicing with artillery there for a reason.
But
you weren't going to get close.
But we have Army bases everywhere with the same artillery.
Yeah, but they get a cut. Welcome to politics.
It's just all of it is just.
It's interesting.
Oh man,
has anyone done a tour of it lately?
I don't know.
I don't know what
this is another rabbit hole.
Yeah, I couldn't tell.
This is the rabbit hole that we would go all the way down. And I'm sure there's some military experts out there that could.
Oh yeah.
Tell us about it. But I would also imagine that there are. I have to ask.
I wonder. You know what sucks is like
I have to ask. Nope. You cannot tour Fort Knox.
Of course.
Highly secure facility with no public access. Although you can visit the General George Patton Museum of Leadership. It sent you somewhere else.
Here's the story.
It's a major attraction at Fort Knox, but not in the vault. You can't go near the vault. So you can explore the surrounding areas. There are hiking trails, a place called
you can do everything but look at your gold.
Tioga Falls. There are military history sites and a bourbon trail. A bourbon trail next to our greatest war facility and the home of the Treasury.
America is something.
If you ever, I'm like the DC kid in me.
Mm-hmm.
Like we would go to the Department of Treasury in DC. It was a field trip every year. And you go down and they would oh man, I probably should tell some of these things. But as a kid, so in Arlington, every year we would go to field trips to all of the major offices in DC. So you would go to the Washington Monument, you go to Lincoln, you go to War Memorial, you would go to one of the biggest tourist sites. DC loves a murder.
Which one?
Ford Theater.
Oh, of course.
Ford Theater. I can't tell you how many times I've been to Ford Theater, and I can tell you honestly that I learned something new every time I go. Like it's never the same. And then the story behind it, of course, is telling the story of the murder itself, the assassination, and then trying to see that area of DC as it was.
Yeah.
Because in your head from there, you see it the way it is. And you're going, well, why didn't they, how come they didn't catch you? And then it's like, oh, he was caught in a farmhouse in Washington, D.C.
Fort Knox, no, I don't know. These things, history is interesting though. Because I mean, who writes history?
If you what I remember about the tour was that they kept identifying John Wilkes Booth as an actor.
What is his background? I know he was the one who obviously assassinated the president.
So but if you go through it, it says, if you go to his Wikipedia page, it says he was an American stage actor.
Okay.
Right. Born Bel Air, Maryland.
So he's in the. Well, it makes sense he'd be in the area.
It's always.
I'll just pull the fifth. I mean, I got thoughts, but I know we got people listening.
I try not to get too far into it because people.
I mean, it's just to think about it, no clear statement, but it's just fascinating because that stuff's so far back. It's trying to visualize it.
That from Ford's Theater,
because he ran for a while, right?
From his home in Bel Air, Maryland, which is north of Baltimore, to Washington, D.C., and then he was found in a farm in Port Royal, Virginia, which is just south of Fredericksburg and north of Richmond. So what I can say is it by car. So 91 miles.
After assassinating a president and a full theater.
90 miles. Yeah. He was a Confederate soldier.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, that part would make sense.
But his prominent 19th century Booth theatrical family from Maryland. And they had performed, which is how he knew, apparently, Ford Theater.
Mm-hmm.
He knew the inner workings of Ford Theater. And you can go in and they have a lot of things that are captured from that. Yeah, Ford's Theater is it's a whole thing. But yeah, I constantly amazed at how things work.
Well, I mean, it just always puts you into that camp. If you start getting to the quote unquote rabbit holes, which is what this 2 hours has become, it just takes you into some places that it makes you think.
Harrison's like, man, I was just trying to see what the final score was.
Hey, nice to live in the real world. It's fun as sports are. It's interesting. And
Yeah,
I always like a little bit of history.
Yeah, so it's set. And he wasn't. Did you know he wasn't alone?
No, who's his accomplice? I didn't know
that. David Harold.
What was his job? Hold the door.
Apparently, he helped him find a place to stay, and they were stopped. Matter of fact, think about this. that they were both stopped at the Navy Yard Bridge back then, leaving D.C., but neither one was held. Whoops.
They had to have known that they were on the lookout.
Well, it's not like it was now. Like, not like there's like, you know.
Yeah, that's true. I guess I don't know how you communicate that. What would that? What would
but
that
with
be
the
in that
broken
era?
leg? With the broken leg, I would imagine that he had a horse waiting for him outside the Sports Theater.
Okay.
And he rode the horse with a broken leg.
How were you communicating in that era?
I-
Telegram?
Bro.
I really don't know. I mean, that
Bro.
would be hard to get a telegram.
It-
Be like, hey,
it-
this is the guy. He's wearing this all the time.
Man. Yeah, stopped at Surratt's Tavern in Clinton, Maryland, picked up more guns and supplies.
I mean, that's really not because we had the I-80 guy for a while, and I mean that was way further advanced. There was a car, but
So
even
they-
then we couldn't track those guys very
They
well.
arrived in Waldorf, Maryland, which is where my daughter lives now, and that house still, it's like a mini museum.
Of course, you guys love museums down
where
there.
Dr. Mudd fixed his broken leg. Again, Doc, what are we doing?
You think he read the paper and he's like,
Nah,
oh,
nah. They rode the horse across. They found a place that they hide, and then they crossed the Potomac River from the Maryland side to the Virginia side, because they thought that Southern Maryland and parts of Virginia were more Confederate friendly. But they made a mistake, and they turned themselves around and went back into Maryland. They thought they were crossing into Virginia, but they ended up.
Oh, they got lost?
They got lost.
No way. That's how that ended?
They got lost. Then they crossed it again. This time they were successful. They stopped at another conspirator's home, Dr. Richard Stewart. They was asking him to treat the leg a little more. They arrived in Port Conway, Virginia, where they 3 Confederate soldiers, but somehow, they were cornered in a barn on Garrett's farm.
Yeah, I guess they make like in that era.
Harold surrendered. Booth refused to give up.
I can see a lot of conspirators in that era, though, just like post-revolutionary.
We were doing it different.
You're gonna say some stuff in a bar late at night, and there's gonna be a few people that said, "I agree," and you're gonna. I was still. I'd imagine the intentions were incredibly high,
Bruh.
where you can find some people to get into that crazy thinking and work with you.
He had quite the theatrical career. He was an actor.
clearly.
Performed in Boston Museum in Romeo and Juliet.
He performed Romeo and Juliet.
He had plotted to kidnap Lincoln previous years. Yeah, we're all the way down the rabbit hole. Might as well stay there. Might as well stay there.
I didn't realize it was a 91-mile run around.
Yeah, with a broken leg.
I thought it was like a couple blocks. I remember it took him a while. I thought he got down the street.
Yeah. They did finally post they finally posted, the War Department posted the big posters, $100,000 reward for the murderer, John Wilkes Booth. They posted Harold and Dr. Surratt also on that. This was after Lincoln died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's some farmers that got him.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting times, interesting things. Okay. We'll go to break. We'll leave this here. We'll come back, give the score of the naughty umpire from Texas in their game tonight. We'll go through the NBA. Did get to see former Husker get some NBA work tonight, which was wonderful. Some speculation and conversation about Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
I'll ask you whether you think Nebraska volleyball finishes the regular season undefeated, because that is the next thing.
Yeah, was it 3-4 left?
That is the next thing. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about Husker basketball. and the importance of the win, and then the real importance of continued success. They cannot take a step back this week, but the opportunity's there. So you gotta plant flags, plant seeds. Harrison Arns, plant seeds. More late night when we come back.
I let my mistakes kind of take over my life. I was 0.5 credits away from completing high school, and I didn't do it.
10 years later, at age 28, Jackie finished her high school diploma.
When I found out that I was pregnant, I know that I had to do something for myself if I wanted to make her a better person and provide a better life for her. My family never stopped pushing for me to be better because they knew what I could become and who I could become as a person. My support team is amazing. The educational director, my sister, and even my 7-year-old daughter has just been more than the support that I could ask for. I've been given an opportunity, and I'm just thankful for it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and educational opportunities.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Want to quit tobacco? You don't have to do it alone. The Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line can help you quit any type of tobacco. We offer professional coaches to help you create a personalized quit plan with an online community to support you along the way. Plus, we'll connect you to resources like medications to help you quit, so you have everything you need to become tobacco-free. Quit with confidence. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired in association with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Nebraska State Veterans Homes are here to serve veterans, their spouses, surviving spouses, and Gold Star parents. Join your fellow veterans and their families at one of our homes in Bellevue, Kearney, Norfolk, or Scotts Bluff. With a sliding scale to determine your financial contribution, an excellent clinical team, and plenty of fun activities, our homes are the perfect retirement choice. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/homes. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
I think it's just vapor. Vaping is safer than smoking, isn't it?
There's really not even that much nicotine in them, right?
One vape pod has as much nicotine as 1 pack of cigarettes.
My kid
knows it's dangerous. 5.4 million American kids vape, and most think it's harmless. Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org. That's talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Welcome back from the NBA. Let's go around the horn.
Yeah, I wonder how my Bulls did. I saw it was pretty close.
Well, we'll get to it.
I know. It was the nightcap. It's the last.
Cavs knock off the Bucks in Cleveland. Rollins with 24, Spider with 37 leading the Cavs. That's the Spider that they need.
Yeah, it was a slow
37,
start.
5-7.
They were going to get back to it. It was a slow start for them.
Yep. Pistons host the Pacers and get a 127-112 win. Jalen Duren with 31 and 15. And the fact that the Pistons are winning no matter who's on the roster and who's playing. Pistons are 12-2. It's the NBA's best record. And they're doing it with an injured roster. 4 of their starters out did matter. They've rotated in. Players have played. Pascal Siakam had 29 for the Pacers, but Duren with 31 and 15 for 12-2 Pistons. We did not have on the NBA card was the Pistons leading the league in wins.
They're getting. I mean, last year they finished pretty well, but again, the jump. I don't think anybody would get the jump this big.
12-2, even with injuries, right?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy biz. 76ers knock off the Clippers. The Clippers at 8. The Sixers at 8-5. Again, why?
Maxey. Tyrese Maxey
39-6. 39-6. James Harden led the Clippers with 28, 6 and 5. The Heat hold off the Knicks. Heat improves to 8-6. Knicks fall to 8-5. Cat with 22 and 15 for the Knickerbockers. Ware with 16 and 14 for the Heat. Toronto Raptors holding off the Hornets. Raptors improved to 9-5. Brandon Ingram, 27 and 6. LaMelo Ball with 25 and 8 for the Hornets. Hornets are 4-10, and I don't know how that city is going to handle a basketball team that's just not getting better.
I think, and when have they been getting better? It's been like that forever.
No, I mean,
outside of you had the Kemba Walker era for a bit. What was before that?
Oh, well, before that, you had Larry Johnson, Alonzo Mourning, Muggsy Bogues.
But that was like
it's
a big gap. Kemba Walker, big gap. It's just been.
Well, I mean, it's
been a rough
thing. It's a weird thing. T-Wolves 120-96 over the Mavs. 22 for Nasri, PJ Washington with 13 and 7 for the Mavs. And I don't understand what's going on in Detroit. I mean, Dallas, quite frankly. I don't understand the Mavericks.
Klay Thompson's struggling.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
80s injury prone. Cooper Flag's got a lot of pressure.
The best record in all of the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder, 14-1. They get their 14th win tonight. Chet Holmgren with 26 and 9. Jeremiah Fears with 24 for the Pelicans. We did see Bryce McGowan with game number 6 of the season with the Pelicans. So he's up with the big squad, actually getting minutes as well. And then finally, your Bulls travel to Denver and knock off Jokic and the Nuggets. Bulls improved to 7-6. Nuggets fall to 10-3. You got 21-14. Giddey is giving you everything that you could expect.
He's been incredible.
Giving you everything you could.
We got rid of Alex Caruso for Giddey. Costa Breezy's favorite player.
Yeah,
it's a great trade for us.
It's deeply unnatural how much affection he has for Alex Caruso.
Well, hey, let's
often uncomfortable.
I don't want to, I'll leave it off the table. I was going to say something
often
crazy.
Uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's like, Hoss, put that down. What are you doing?
Austin Reeves.
Yeah, right. Like, let it go, bro. But
Caruso.
to get 6 players in double figures tonight for the Bulls.
Also Jokic. You beat Jokic and he dropped
Sumo with
18
with
rebounds.
21, 16 for Jalen Smith, 15 for Carter, 13. I'm fascinated. So what are you doing with Okoro as your starter? What are your thoughts on that?
Just defense. I mean, it's like a Hoiberg-ish kind of player.
Glue guy?
Yeah, I'd say glue guy. Yeah, he's just going to do all the things that you don't want to regularly do. And the Bulls, it's been pretty fluid with the lineups.
He took 3 shots in 20 minutes.
Like, remember PJ Tucker on the Rockets sitting in the corner? Not to that extent, But he's out there for glue, not to be a lethal threat on offense.
3 shots, 1 of 3 from the field in 20 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 block. Dude, put together a stat line, why don't you?
Yeah, I mean, it's like you can see 20 minutes though. Like he's subbed out, and then it's like you can throw in all these other guys depending on the matchup. But he's there to kind of feel it out and be good on defense. And then if we need a spark on offense, we're taking you out immediately.
Those people exist.
Mm-hmm.
Those people exist. All right, we'll come back. We'll talk about the Huskers win over Oklahoma. There's
a party in Sioux Falls at the Pentagon.
Yeah.
Shout out Husker Nation.
Showing up again.
Yeah, well, to the point you're the Oklahoma coach. It's funny. It's like, don't even try calling that a neutral site. That was not anything but neutral.
Lame. Call it a home game, bro, for the Huskers. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about volleyball, amongst others, and a variety of other rabbit holes we'll go down to. Hour number 2, 11 o'clock hour here on the Ticket.
Fall is officially here, and Brown's Shoe Fit has just the right style and comfort your feet deserve. Stop in to see a wide selection of all your favorite brands, including Brooks, Hoka, Echo, Keen, and many more. At Brown's Shoe Fit, they take the time to measure your feet to ensure proper fit. They also have the largest selection of Uggs and Hokas in Lincoln. Brown's Shoe Fit at 66th and Q.
Want to quit tobacco? You don't have to do it alone. The Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line can help you quit any type of tobacco. We offer professional coaches to help you create a personalized quit plan with an online community to support you along the way. Plus, we'll connect you to resources like medications to help you quit, so you have everything you need to become tobacco-free. Quit with confidence. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired in association with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
1 in 3 adults has prediabetes. 1 in 3. That means it could be you, your football buddy, your football buddy, or you, your best man, your worst man, you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. While 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes, with early diagnosis, prediabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org. That's doihaveprediabetes.org.
Wait, did they just say 1 in 3 adults has prediabetes? That's 33.33333% of adults. That means it could be me, my boss, or my boss's boss, or me, my favorite sister, or my other sister. That's 7 members of my 21-person romantic book club. Wait, the 1 in 3 could be me, my karaoke partner Carol, or my karaoke enemy Jeff. I'm going to take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Hi, Sean Callahan here of HuskerOnline.com, inviting you to join us here on 93.7 The Ticket every Saturday morning now in our new time. We're on from 8 to 9 with the weekly Husker Online radio show. We'll give you the latest in recruiting. We'll talk about what's going on with both football, basketball, and we'll probably share a few stories from the inside. It's every Saturday morning right here on 93.7 The Ticket. It's the Husker Online radio show from 8 to 9 a.m.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Deciding on a college with your high school senior can be a little overwhelming for parents. But applying for money to pay for it is simple. FAFSA, the free application for federal student aid, is now easier than ever with fewer questions and faster fill-out times. If you have a high school senior, now is the time to apply for thousands of dollars for classes, books, and housing. Get started, Nebraska, at dothefafsa.org. Sponsored by Education Quest Foundation. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
If you're a veteran, our nation has created a wide range of benefits to thank you for your service. But it can be difficult to navigate the process of determining eligibility, filing claims, appealing decisions, and securing the benefits you've earned. Speak to your county veteran service officer or the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs State Service Office to see what's available to you and your family. These services are 100% free. So visit veterans.nebraska.gov today. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station. Nebraska Veterans Aid is here for veterans and dependents facing unforeseen financial emergencies. Get assistance with food, fuel, shelter, clothing, transportation, and even funeral and medical expenses. If you're a veteran facing a financial emergency, apply for Nebraska Veterans Aid. Learn more at veterans.nebraska.gov/NVA. Sponsored by the Nebraska Department of Veterans Affairs, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org/Shiro today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
My early Alzheimer's diagnosis was hard to take, but it gave my mom and me more time to plan together.
Talk to your family about seeing a doctor. Go to alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
It's been a busy day in sports. A lot has happened while you were up to your eyeballs in work. Catch up on what went down in Nebraska athletics, college sports, and your favorite pro sports leagues. This is Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Sponsored by Canopy Street Market. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arends and Derek Pearson.
Eek. I can ask you that question on air. Okay, because we're live. We're on the brick and mortar as well. We're on all the video streams, Facebook, YouTube, XL, Channel 961. I don't know why Pete Ferguson's sending me nonsense to my phone.
Because the Cowboys took an L tonight. And, well, no, I mean, they won. So, I mean, not took an L. Are they
won.
Hyping up the Cowboys?
No, I mean, okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Beat the Raiders. They're back.
We the boys.
I'm sorry, Pete. Congratulations.
4-5-1.
Yeah. Eek. Who would have thought?
Eek. But I understand. The headlines are all over the place, of course. I think the lead story of the night is James Franklin.
Yeah.
I think James Franklin to Virginia Tech.
Was not on my radar. It was on you and Morty Pearson.
Yeah.
That's the only
the
one.
Virginia guys, well, we knew what had happened there. We also know the problem. And I think it's a weird thing, but really long overdue that Virginia Tech had a coach of color. And then to have, because
it was the last one.
That's what I said. And that the perfect leap for them was Brother Light. Diet brother.
Meet in the middle.
Right? Carlton Banks. If Carlton Banks was a football coach, that's what, I know people get mad at me for that. But I love James Franklin because I understand what he goes through to have the level of success in the places that he has.
I think he's a great coach.
And I think he'll do well. I think he'll be able to have more freedoms, less of the outright fanaticism that existed in State College.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the national titles and you don't have all of the luggage. There is, I think the best thing was that he's not following Frank Beamer.
Yeah.
The best thing was that he is not following Frank Beamer. I thought whoever was going to follow Frank Beamer was going to have difficulty. Because it happens. I've always been in those places. The only person I've seen that really followed the legend well was Urban Meyer. There was a Coach McBride in Utah who was there for 20 some years, and Urban came in and people were like, ugh, new guy, young guy, doesn't talk like Utah. Lavelle Edwards at BYU and Bronco Mendenhall coming in and taking over that program.
Well, we'll see what happens with DeBoer and Bama. But right now, I mean, that's not bad. Walking in Saban's shoes, you lost to Oklahoma, but you're still plenty in the mix for the college football playoffs.
Yeah, but I mean, that's not Alabama level of success. There's all that weirdness that happens from.
But if they win the championship this year, like, is anybody going to care? Or is that just like right on par? I mean, you're back to winning the championship.
Yeah.
And they're totally in position to do so if they play well.
Yeah, I just don't know if that is what think Nebraska post Osborne and what the expectation is. And in reality, the 9 wins, 10 wins, 11 wins would be understandable. But the reality, especially in this day and age, transfer portal and NIL and all those things.
Well, we won a championship, and that's how we fired Pelini. That's how we fired the coaches before Pelini, too. Well, that's what I wonder if Bama, like, if he gets a championship, that is doing well to meet expectations, because that is you know what the noise is going to be if you had just a bad season. And after that loss to Florida State to begin the year, I'll tip my cap to him for getting that team together and making sure, like, hey, this is not how my tenure here is going to be.
Right, to figure out what they thought.
Mm-hmm. And then Norvell,
their place, right?
You're never as good as you think you are, and you're never as bad as you think you are, to the fullest extent in that opening week.
But here's the thing: why do fan bases get caught up in how they feel about it rather than somebody just saying "pump your brakes"?
I mean, it's in the name fanatic. It's in the emotions.
Well, but I mean, just because you're irrational doesn't mean I have to play along.
No, but I mean,
like, I don't have to be irrational with you.
People get in their feelings. I mean, it's just, you'll listen to a girlfriend, boyfriend that should break up already. You can hear it.
But you also know that you don't get into those conversations with them because no, that neither of you is right.
Exactly.
That's just a conversation I don't want to be a part of because you're not going to listen anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You've proven that you're not going to listen because you're still together.
Yeah, while they're talking, you're building up your next point. You're not even listening.
Right. But you also understand that they don't listen.
100%.
They don't listen. A big part of sports radio and now social media is the fan base giving themselves way too much credit for knowledge of said thing than what they actually have. There's just, it's a problem. And everybody wants to be heard, but not everybody deserves to be heard. Right? Not everybody has a valid point. Not everybody has an understanding. My buddy George Foster was talking about a play in the NFL, and I won't mention the team because it'll only draw flies. But they were talking about offensive line play, and there's somebody in the feed who's just talking about what offensive linemen do and don't do and what the protocols are. And George Foster's going, well, being that I'm the only NFL offensive lineman on this stream, what I would probably say to you is that you have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, it just says a lot. Like, in the middle of a stream where he's listening to about the offensive line play, this guy's typing up his explanation of it.
Yeah. And
he hopped on to listen.
Yeah.
No, he hopped on to tell you what he thinks about said thing.
But a thing that he's never done and doesn't have an understanding. And George Foster was literally telling him, no, that's not the quarterback's audible. That's the center, because you have a rookie quarterback. So the center, who's the veteran, if the quarterback calls something different, the center should correct it. He should check it. He goes, those are the rules of NFL line play. So,
well, even in high school, our center was the communicator, because we had a smart center, so they communicator on certain issues.
Again, but if it depending on who the team is and who the quarterback is and who the center is, that's not always the case either.
Mm-hmm.
So, but on the NFL level, the first line of setting that protocol is the center. Quarterback will vouch if he sees something different. He will call out that I'm seeing something different. The center will go, 1, I agree with you, or 2, no, I don't. I see something else.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, eyes here. And there's the listener. There's somebody who didn't play telling the guy who played what it is. And I'm always reminding people, especially in these airways, on this text line, and in these studios, that when you have the expert, ask the expert.
Pretty easy.
Ask the expert. You don't have to know everything. Your feeling doesn't matter as much as the truth does.
It doesn't mean you can't have an opinion.
No, yeah, it does. If you've never done it, if you don't know what you're talking about, your opinion is just pea in the soup.
Well, I mean, you can have an opinion with you having the understanding of, I will listen and see if my opinion changes. Like, you're gonna have a position, but the key is to listen and see what happens with it.
No, what you should speak about as a grown up is what you know to be true.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. I'm just saying everyone's gonna have opinions, whether you're gonna voice them or not. It's just in the back of the head.
Everybody, I don't care.
Well, exactly. I'm not saying go tweet every opinion you have.
This is the thing, to tell people the biggest problem that most people engage themselves with is that there are too many people who believe because they have an opinion, that opinion is valid and deserves to be heard.
No, I'm not saying it needs to be heard.
If you are going to air and share and voice your opinion, what should be attached to it is fact. Fact and experience, knowledge that says the accumulated data that I have is based on knowledge, not on speculation, not on what I think happens. I can't tell any woman what it's like to have a child.
Yeah, we're saying the same thing here. I'm just saying people have preconceived opinions just automatically, and it's up to you to know when to shut up and listen.
That part.
Yeah, when you have the pro in the
that
room.
people miss that part and going, I don't have to, I say it all the time, I don't have to know all the answers. I should try to get to the right question. And if I'm naturally curious, I will continue to ask people who know what the reality is. What do you know about this? And then often say to people, I was talking to my brother-in-law this afternoon. It is author, millionaire at 40, wrote a book on it, and says he has people, anonymous people, who will critique, right? And he goes, but it bothers him when somebody says that even if it's wrong. And I said, well, if you called me a 3-foot German, why would I listen to you?
Mm-hmm.
And if I don't know who you are and you don't acknowledge who you are yourself, not only do I not listen, but what I need to know more is what makes you think your voice matters. If you can't even tell me who you are, you're not even using your name. You're not even using your name.
Yeah.
So
you're going to be anonymous.
If you're being anonymous, and then nobody asked the very first question. We had a rule when I was doing radio in Charlotte was, if you call in, give your credentials for having this opinion. That turns the phones right off.
Pretty quickly.
But if you're going to call in and talk to, let's say at the time, Roman Gabriel, one of the great quarterbacks I ever played. If you're going to call in and talk to Roman Gabriel, and you're going to talk about quarterback play, what credentials do you have to speak on quarterback play? And if you tell me, well, I played in Little League or I played in high school, are you the expert in the room?
No. Unless you're calling to say, hey, I know you're a great quarterback. What do you think about this matchup? I would love to hear your thoughts.
The natural curiosity. We've lost the ability to be curious, authentically curious. I will often ask Barry Thompson, Jay Foreman, anybody that will sit in the chair, Anthony Lionheart Smith, the coaches, ask Ridge Lovett, please explain this to me. I lead conversations with the things that I do not have knowledge of. I cannot act like I have knowledge of. Yeah. It devalues everything we're doing.
Well, and you just personally will sound like an idiot.
Right.
Like, I'm sure you listen to, there's always those late night, and to these guys' fairness, sometimes that's their bit. Dunk on the idiots that are calling in because they're aware that these guys don't know, and some radio stations will do that, but you can hear it immediately when that person calls in. You're like, oh boy.
What are your credentials to have that commentary? And I would say, I'm just a high school coach. So when I talk to college coaches, I'm asking them about how they make their decisions. Whether it's Peter Cobalt, Herman Del Magro, Heather Brink, Lance Harvell, I will ask them in this case, in this space, what is your process?
You never told them, hey, this was my process. Do you guys do it like me?
Yeah.
like you
it
sound like an
doesn't-
egomaniac
it
when you
just-
talk like that.
Right. But there are times in the coaching game that if you ask some coaches, the fact that I've been a sports professional and
Which
they
is fair.
haven't.
Yeah. Fair
So
statement.
then you go, okay. So if we're talking football, if I'm talking Arena League football, as an executive, I have actual knowledge of the tryout process, salary caps, the operations, the play itself, all of those things. Until somebody with greater knowledge walks in the room, and then I can say, it's my job to use what I know to be curious about what I don't know.
That's totally. That's fine. I just think people will get offended when they don't know.
Why be offended with not knowing? It's okay. Like
Well,
nobody
no, I
knows,
agree. I just
right?
I
Like,
don't know what that reaction.
One
is.
of your great talents is your ability to be curious with athletes who do a thing that you don't have understanding of.
Yeah, I've never been there. Not even close to sniffing it.
Right, just to go, you're one of the best bowlers in the planet. Explain to me like the work involved. Because that's the sign of intelligence. When you talk about sports talk radio and sports journalism, far too often people want to believe that they can do the thing that, like, how many people think they can do what you do? Right? There's a bunch who just think, oh yeah, I could sit and talk ball every day, not knowing, oh no, that's not what you're doing at all.
Yeah, I'm learning ball. A lot of different ball that I was
Like
initially
it's a
knew.
master's class, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right? Every day to go through and
then a history class from 10 to midnight.
right, but see, that's the thing. When we talked about Fort Knox, I'm not telling you about Fort Knox. I'm asking you.
It's interesting.
I'm asking you about Fort Knox. Why? Because we both can learn. We both can sit there and go, oh, we're idiots. We don't know about Fort Knox. How do we, like, what can we know? What can we find out? We don't know everything about Fort Knox. We don't know everything about John Wolf's book. We can be curious about it and then at least lead that to having conversations about, well, did you know?
Mm-hmm. When I learned that,
Right.
all of the citizens had their goal
and
taken
it's
to Fort
fascinating.
Knox.
But we didn't complete the circle. So we also know, okay, sometime in the next 3 months, we'll end up back talking about Fort Knox. Because you'll look at a documentary and you'll go, remember?
I learned something. Fort Knox is empty. No, I have no idea.
Quickly Google what's inside. Are there any pictures or videos of inside Fort Knox?
I think I've seen YouTube videos of it in the past where they let them in, like, they show them like pallets in front. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know that I can ever recall having that sort of access to it. And I don't know that I've ever seen it. And I know that they've done movies,
2017 was the last time we got a look. Wow. And not the whole facility.
In 2017. We haven't been in it 8 years.
Well,
all the gold,
I'll wait off there.
147 million, 147.3 ounces of gold, and we have not seen it in 8 years.
And we got off the gold standard all of a sudden at one point in time.
Don't we?
What do you need all this gold for if it's not the standard? I'm just saying.
Where's
Get to thinking.
Think about.
I have no idea. This is purely conjecture.
Another down the rabbit hole of because what used to happen in the old days of banks where they actually had to have the money.
Yeah.
Right. They actually stored the money.
Yeah.
Like, so if you deposited money, all of that money stayed in the bank until they realized, well, no, we don't want to have money here because people ride on horses and trains and steal our money.
Mm-hmm.
And then, if at any point everybody in the bank showed up at the bank and says, okay, we're taking our money back, pay us. Every bank in America would go, we don't have it.
Well, when they did, remember?
Yeah,
and then the US
which is
was
why
like,
they'll never let it happen again.
what if we create some federal banks? So anytime you guys run short, we'll just...
Where's you go to your bank and go, that's it, all of my money. That's
like, there's a reason people were burying stuff in the yard.
Right.
Like, they saw the signs.
tin coffee cans in the backyard.
Well, I mean, like, if you were the kid though, whose like parents like didn't get their money from the bank because the bank just didn't have it, you'd be burying your stuff till you die.
Oh, the entire
You're gonna grow up never trusting them.
entire backyards that have been excavated. Like something happens and the backyard's excavated, and you go, oh, the money. Or in walls.
Oh,
in the walls of houses.
I just saw a video. These people found like over it was almost $500,000 worth of old coins and money, and it was tucked away.
It's like the guy was
in the
like,
basement
wait
walls.
a minute. What was the story? There's a guy in Tennessee, I believe, that bought an old house that it sat barren. As a matter of fact, because they said somebody died in the house.
Mhm.
And so the house stayed empty for 10, 12 years. And finally somebody bought it and was going to tear it down. And they went in, and instead of like using groups to do it, they went down, took some hammers, and decided to knock it down by hand. And they get into the wall, and they dig in the wall, and there inside there's a criminal, a bank robber who had robbed several banks, and had wrapped the money in his money, in the money that he stole, and put it in a wall.
Forgot about it. Or something happened.
Or died.
Yeah, that's
died dead. And
that is like my dream to come across a lost treasure one day. The luck to do that, I don't know what it is, but that'd be awesome.
But Harrison, have the movies not taught you anything that found money leads to ghosts and bad spirits?
See, the ghosts and bad spirits, I don't know. They're good to hang out, man, as long as they pay rent.
They're not going to pay rent, bro. They're collecting. You stole their money. You think a dead spirit who left $1 million in the house that you're living in is going to let you live quietly with their $1 million?
I mean, if I use some of that money for, I don't know what you do. Yeah, I guess it'd be a bad experience. I'm not a big paranormal guy though.
Have you seen you haven't seen the people in Havelock?
The movie. Was that based on a real story?
Like they post the spirits of Havelock.
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
I want to say I don't want to.
That's a rabbit hole.
I don't want to give the guy all the additional hype. Like I don't want to give him additional hype, but I think I need to. Because there were videos of houses in Havelock that are apparently haunted.
Mm-hmm. I think it's old. That's the oldest road.
Okay, so on the next break, I'll show it to me on the next break.
Okay.
Which is 2 minutes away.
Yeah, because that's the old downtown of Lincoln, I think, right? So that would make sense.
Yeah, but there's a bunch, and they do these videos in these houses, and they capture these moving spirits.
See, what ruined it for me, I don't know if you watched these shows, but like Ghost Hunters growing up.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that just made it like a load of rubbish because those people were totally. I mean, I'll never forget the one episode, like the straws moving, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's a ghost." I'm like 13. I'm like,
yeah, but those don't hold up.
No, that's what I'm saying. But as 13,
like now you kind of have to go.
I was like, "That's condensation, brother. That's not a ghost." I don't like that's just.
I don't know.
That's a fair statement.
I can fully say
I can say I don't know.
I would have. Okay, so I'm the kind of person that I believe that spirits exist.
Okay.
And I've had those super surreal moments where people that I know have visited me, that I will go to sleep and will wake up and have a full conversation with like a family member, somebody just random, arbitrary, right? And then I will wake up the next morning and I will, well, wait, what was that a dream? And then I will find something like a moved blanket or a pillow that was left the way they left it in the conversation.
Yeah, that's creepy. I mean, was that a warming feeling or like a eerie feeling when you wake up?
It was depending on who it was. Depending on who it was, that's the reality.
Definitely.
Depending on who it was that. I mean, I've had those with my grandmother, uncle, cousins.
Yeah, see, and I hear enough of these stories for me to make it say, I don't know. Because
So
I
the-
hear
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure the building that we're in was haunted, is haunted. I mean, it's got too many spirits. It's got too many.
Does it
names
bother
on-
you, though?
It's got too many names on the wall. long as they friendly, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
like, but I can't imagine everybody that left their spirit there was in positive space.
yeah, but I mean, like, what's it gonna do?
Well,
throw your pillow on the ground?
Somebody. So, shout out to Tom Stevens, because he would drive me from the old station home, and he would pull up and he goes, "You know, there used to be a strip club there." Yeah, like he goes, "Yeah, the story of like passed away strippers," and I'm like, makes all the sense in the world. like they used to be in like a nightclub there.
Yeah.
Right. It's also something he would, every time, like a different month, he'd come up with a different story. And at some point I thought he was really messing with me, but you start to see the names painted in old paint on the bricks.
Yeah.
Because it still has the same foundation and the same brick. And you find them. And then I'll randomly, like, I will find a name that in a place that I have not seen before and go, okay, that wasn't there. Like, but it was. I just didn't see it.
No, I'm just thinking it's like Rebecca, just like every time you leave, writing a name on a new brick. Just like,
she's working on
yeah,
it.
just,
Nah, nothing would surprise me.
people need to go to California. Let's
Would
go.
not-
This place is haunted. We
Tell
need a
you to go
vacation.
without me. That'll show you. That'll show you. You better take me next time. You won't find any names when you come back. Fair. We'll go to break.
I hope that's true.
We'll
That'd be
talk about the Spears of Havelock when we come back.
This is where it happens. Long hikes with friends, kayaking adventures with family, more horseback riding, zip line gliding, rock face climbing, hammock camping fun than you could ever imagine. And it's all outdoors, amongst the trees and across the prairie, here beneath Nebraska skies. Plan an outing today at yournebraskaadventure.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Okay, kids, Dad's gonna teach you how to dance. First, spread your feet apart. Then, pump your knee, nod your head, shake your hips, and bite your lip ever so slightly. Now, with one hand in the air, point at people with the other hand. I call that the rock star.
Dance like a dad. It's a great way to make a moment with your kids.
Now, make a face like it just smells something bad.
Visit fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. 1221 N Street, Lincoln.
All ticketing options for the 2026 Love Nebraska season are now available. Single match tickets start as low as $16, even cheaper if you want to bring a group. Don't miss your chance to see professional stars like Jordan Larson and Lexi Rodriguez in action this season. Purchase your preferred ticketing option today by visiting lovneb.com/tickets.
How was your drive to school?
Let me tell you, I had to get my iced coffee first. I just can't seem to put it down. My favorite rapper just announced a tour. My phone was buzzing like crazy. I'm so excited. I had to text all my friends right then to talk about it. Then someone started calling me and...
Let's try that again.
I turned my phone off right away. I never drive distracted.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
You never think cancer will happen to you. I smoked for over 40 years. My doctor recommended that I get annual lung cancer screening. They were able to catch my cancer at stage 1. It's never too late to quit. Even if you're still smoking, you need to ask your doctor about annual lung cancer screening. Just 30 minutes a year could save your life.
Call the Nebraska Tobacco Quit Line, 1-800-QUIT-NOW, 1-800-784-8669. Paid for by Tobacco Free Nebraska. Aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Sometimes I just cannot believe all the storms we've gone through here.
I can only hope that we'll be able to leave this house to you one day, baby. You're our legacy.
Planning for these disasters will make sure we're safe, and is the best way to protect that legacy.
Protect your legacy. Visit ready.gov/plan for the tools and tips you need to start your emergency preparedness plan today. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Hey everyone, this is former Husker volleyball player Mandy Monson. Join me after every Nebraska volleyball match for an hour of post-game coverage each match. Home or away, win or lose, join me as I take you through the players that changed the game and the plays that made an impact. It's Husker volleyball post-game with me, former Husker Mandy Monson, only here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
This is what happens during the break. Harrison, the curiosity takes over. So,
Indeed.
right? So we showed the haunted spaces in Half Life.
Yeah, I don't like it. I just, wouldn't want to be there. That's all right.
There are
Like,
people.
I'm the type of dude, like, I'll say, I don't believe it. And I'll show up there, and the first thing that happens, I'll freak out. No denial on it. Like, I just.
Are you the kind of person that, have you ever gone to sleep and then wake up in the middle of the night thinking something's in bed with you? Like something's under the sheet?
I've had the sleep paralysis once.
Right.
And that was it. And then I realized, like, what it was. But that's terrifying feeling. But I didn't think it was, like, paranormal.
There are far too many times where I think there's something like a snake under the sheet, and you just you keep kicking it just to make sure it goes away, and it never goes away, and then you're just like, okay, this is nonsense.
Okay, so I'll get that with bugs for some reason. But
Yeah,
that's
like
when I wake up and you just feel like something brush, and then I'll full panic, just rip the sheets off, and then it's like, what am I doing?
See?
I gotta relax. Yeah, because I think it's a bug though, not a ghost.
I knew I'd get to
Just
it.
think
No,
it's
I knew when you get to it. It is like a thing, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, you just try to figure that out. All right, I'm just a member of that club. And
Yeah, light sleeper. Are you in that camp?
No,
Okay, because I think that's why it happens to me a lot.
no, I think light sleepers are people who only children are light sleepers. If you don't have a lot of people, I had 7 brothers and sisters. If you are not a light sleeper, you don't sleep because there's always something going on.
See, that makes sense because we're at a farmhouse in the country.
Yeah,
Big farmhouse.
There's always
There's room. Nobody can hear each other when they go to bed.
when we were in Fairfax, when we were in Virginia, we lived in a place that I want to say there were maybe 2 houses, 3 houses that you could see from Barry's point. So we had a neighbor on the backside. We could be in our pool and nobody could see the pool.
Mhm.
There were people at the corners, but in order for there to be noise, one, there was no reason for anybody other than the people who lived there to be driving in our neighborhood at night.
Nothing else going on.
If you were there, you should have been there on purpose. You didn't accidentally end up in our neighborhood. It was no, you should have been there on purpose.
Mhm.
So you got very few lights. You got very few, and then of course Becky had the sensors that if you pulled into the driveway and
The
it's a
lights
pretty
come
long
on?
driveway, the lights come on. But then I found out that one night I got to go to the bathroom, and the sensor goes off, and I don't know why I saw it or noticed it, but I did because it wasn't direct to the bedroom.
Peripheral vision.
But yeah, just for some reason I peeked and the light was on, and I was like, well, who's pulling up, right? Because Becky was home.
Hopefully it's a raccoon.
Raccoon set it off, just standing there staring.
Yeah, those making you worried.
Step my hand.
Yeah. Be back here tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, the raccoons and the possum. The possum were obnoxious.
For some reason, possums, I don't mind. They're awesome.
I don't mind them except for when I don't expect them.
Yeah, but they just play dead anyway.
Yeah, but I remember dropping the key, coming home after a football game, dropped the keys, got out of the car. Matter of fact, Barry dropped me off, dropped the key right next to a sewer drain. And my fear, the panic of, oh my God, my keys are going to fall in the sewer drain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dig them out, right? And I'm reaching down to grab it, and I see the shine. I see the shine, and I just reach without thinking. I know better. I just reach in, and it is, hey, how you doing? And I made a sound that I'm sure woke up the 3 houses that could hear it, because I put some words together.
Was it an embarrassing scream or just the?
100%.
Yeah, those are tough.
Just and it happens. And I made noises that I didn't know my body could make.
It's an embarrassing.
Yeah,
that happened to me like a month ago.
And then you just stand there and just laugh at yourself.
Yeah, you try to beat everybody else to it. That was funny.
Just laugh at yourself. I had one that was really bad. I was coaching summer camp at the high school in Houston, and it was a basketball camp, and it was young kids. So I don't know if you know the name Matt Bullard.
Matt Bullard
played
basketball?
for the Rockets. Yeah, basketball player for the Rockets is down there, one of their play-by-play guys. But he ran the camp at the school that I coached at. So he asked the coaches staff to coach at this thing. And it was a great event. As a matter of fact, the guy that I coached with is how I met Chip Baker. Because he was coaching in it, and he said, okay, come be a part of it. But this school was always doing construction. So wooded area, they would knock down woods and trees and dig up and everything. And they were building this new facility in between the new gym, old gym, and then what was going to be the new gym. But when you dig out woods in Texas, when you dig up the ground and you turn over trees, animals show up. Animals that have been living in that space.
Mm-hmm.
And they would tell you, stay on the path, just stay on the path, because they're snakes. They're snakes. So we tell the kids, hey, everybody, stay on the path. So when we go from one building to the...
Makes sense. You got all these snakes and critters on Earth.
Stay on the path.
Homes are ruined. They're just wandering.
Stay on the path. And, I'm the responsible adult, so I've got a train going, right? It's this long line of young people.
And you're the adult.
I'm the adult.
The grown man.
I'm the grown man. And I am, we're transitioning from the big gym to the small gym because it's scrimmage time. And Harrison, one of the kids dropped, they had a bag of snacks, and they dropped it on the corner of the path. And again, not thinking. I reached out to get the snack for the kid. And there, within fingertips distance of my hand, is a snake.
No, it kind of was.
Now, they literally said, be careful, because copperheads are.
I was going to say.
Right? Copperheads are here. And I'm, again, none of my business. Like, I'm just here for basketball. Harrison, I reached down that copperhead, made a noise.
Well, it was a copperhead?
Oh, it made, that's.
You'd hear it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. And I
just let him have the snacks.
Bruh, I had all the cool points. Like, I was the cool coach counselor. I that's who I was. Except I lost every cool point. I lost. I lost every cool because there's another one. I made sounds.
Was it expletives, or was it like a shriek, or
it was as not me as possible. I made a sound. The kids, They're just howling in laughter.
It would be funny to see though, because I think I can imagine you in a shrieky Shirley voice would be interesting.
I'm trying to find the story because I literally shared it because I was so humbled by it that
Mother Nature's scary.
Right.
We think we're tough, and then we go out in the woods, and they're like, you get pretty unsure of yourself in a hurry.
Like, the humbling is that in front of the kids, I made a sound that I wasn't proud of. It was authentic. But
that's the worst part. When you're truly scared, it's always authentic, and it's a noise you never want to make. It's the most authentic noise you can make, and you hate it every time.
But the sound that I made was nothing compared to the laughter of those kids. The kids were laughing.
Do you think if we called one of them, they'd remember it to a T?
Oh, 100%. Because it was me telling them, "Hey, everybody, stay on the path, stay on the path, stay on the path." You know, we're jamming along, moving. You know, we're kind of doing it. We're moving.
Mm-hmm.
You know? No, Harrison wasn't good. Wasn't good.
I would love for one of those kids to come.
Wasn't good.
And tell me the noise.
I would.
made.
I'm gonna. Here's what we'll do. We'll go to break now, and then I'll try to find the story. I'm gonna try to see if I can find the story.
Was it in a newspaper or on Facebook?
I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
I'm trying to find it. So we'll see if we can find it in time for when we come back.
Need an adventure? How about the bright lights of Vegas? The magic of Orlando? Or the sunshine of Orange County? Now you can reach them all with new flights from LNK on Breeze Airways. Stretch out, relax, and enjoy the flight. Your vacation starts the moment you board at LNK. Book today at LincolnAirport.com. LNK. Make flying easy.
It's No Shave November at Limitless Mail. Let the beard grow and lose weight. If extra weight is holding you back from activities, the men's health experts at Limitless Mail can help. It's no fun being left out because your weight is holding you back. GLP-1s from Limitless Mail will help you drop the weight fast, and you won't be hungry. When you feel good and look good, you'll wonder why you waited so long for a free consult at Limitless Mail. No Shave November is raising awareness of men's health and prostate cancer. Limitless Mail wants you to know low T is real. Low energy, brain fog, belly fat, low libido. Your T levels matter. They affect how you function. If you have symptoms, get your testosterone checked at Limitless Mail. We'll get you back in the game with more strength, energy, and confidence. When you feel good, you'll wonder why you waited so long for a free consult at Limitless Mail.
Join Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealer, for our upcoming Parts and Service Expo events. Get 12% off parts the day of your local event. Can't make it? You can still save 10% on parts and 20% off planter parts December 1st through the 12th. It's the best time of the year to stock up on oil and filters. Grab John Deere gifts for under the tree and schedule your service inspections. Don't miss out. These deals only come around once a year at Landmark Implement. Find your nearest expo at landmarkimp.com and experience the Landmark difference.
The 2026 Love Nebraska schedule is here. Season 2 features 10 opportunities to catch your home team in Nebraska, with 9 at Baxter Arena and 1 at the Heartland Events Center in Grand Island. More matches means more chances to see your favorite pro volleyball athletes, like Lexi Rodriguez and Jordan Larson. Check out the full schedule by visiting lovbneb.com/schedule.
Ready, set, Ford. Just announced 0% for 66 months with approved credit on all 2025 Ford F-150s at Zollner, Ford Beatrice. Save thousands in finance charges. If your current pickup loan's 4, 5, 6% or more, trade in today and receive 0% for up to 66 months on a brand new 2025 Ford F-150 of your choice at Zollner, Ford Beatrice, Nebraska's volume dealer with the hometown service you expect.
After a long, hot summer, are you ready for fall? What about your home? Is your heating system ready for cooler temperatures ahead? Call Bryant for your fall heating check. No matter what brand of equipment you own, Bryant's trained technicians will thoroughly clean and inspect your furnace or heat pump to make sure you stay warm, safe, and comfortable. Call today to schedule your home heating check. 467-1111. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. Bryant, whatever it takes.
And now, introducing the starting lineup of your Nebraska Huskers. Starring Allo Fiber. At number 1, Allo Internet. At number 2, no satellite dish required. DirecTV through Allo. And at number 3, Allo Mobile. Allo Fiber, the official internet, TV, and mobile partner of Husker Nation. Level up your game and go to allofiber.com/Husker Radio.
Fall is here, and so are cooler temps, darker evenings, and slick roads. Is your vehicle ready for the change in seasons? At A1 Automotive, we've got you covered. From tire checks, brake inspections, batteries, and heater systems, we make sure your car is road ready for the Nebraska winters ahead. Don't wait until the first frost. Schedule your fall car care checkup today and drive with confidence all season long. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Hey Husker Nation, this is Todd Euler, two-time national champion, here to talk to you about Window World Lincoln. At Window World, we specialize in replacement windows, doors, siding, and roofing. Whether you're looking to enhance the beauty of your home or increase its energy efficiency, we've got you covered. And here's the best part. We offer the best for less. Our team is dedicated to providing top quality products and exceptional service at affordable prices. We want to earn your business and make your home improvement dreams a reality. So why wait? Contact Window World Lincoln today at 464-7313 or visit our website at windowworldlincoln.com. Window World Lincoln, where quality meets affordability.
Need an adventure? How about the bright lights of Vegas? The magic of Orlando? Or the sunshine of Orange County? Now you can reach them all with new flights from LNK on Breeze Airways. Stretch out, relax, and enjoy the flight. Your vacation starts the moment you board at LNK. Book today at LincolnAirport.com. LNK, make flying easy.
Back to Late Night in Lincoln live on 93.7 The Ticket. Here are your hosts, Harrison Arons and Derek Pearson.
Yeah. Cicadas. They were terrible.
They are fun until you are in an infestation. You probably didn't get any sleep either with that group.
No, that constant noise.
Two's relaxing. Anything after that is a nightmare.
No. Thousands.
Yeah, that's
thousands of them on the back porch, front porch. I'm gonna tell you. Okay, come here. I'm going to show you a picture of.
You got a picture of the cicadas?
Sweeping.
Okay.
Sweeping them and how close they were to my house. And to tell you that I literally said that there were hundreds of thousands of them. Oh, that is so nasty. But that was as clean as it ever got. Because I would take a sweeper broom and just push them all off the stairways. And then off the walls, off the brick. Yeah, and we had two dogs, and the two dogs, of course, it was sunflower seeds. It was
protein, baby.
Protein. And
they're
they would
fat
just eat
bugs.
them. Oh my goodness, they're just there. And it was thousands of these bugs every day.
Bottom of your shoes, that'd have been so gross.
Every day. Oh, it was terrible.
Because stepping on one of those is like
not good. Not good.
Audible.
Okay, so I found the story. And as I posted it, I'll read it as I posted it. And this is back 2015, so 10 years ago.
And this is the woods story where the kids hear you make noise.
So as I wrote, 0 cool points. 0. Camp day at my new high school. So
like how you kept the exact same verbiage of it.
Right. New kids ages 8 to 15, walking them from one gymnasium to another. Walkway sits between grassy wooded areas. The kids were told by one coach to stay out of the grass. Just stay on the path. Pretty random, I thought, until little Ian is eating a granola bar and drops it as he is walking into the grassy area. He then proceeds to reach down, and I stop him. Not because I see anything, but because they were warned not to. Pretty simple. Several of the girl campers and a few of the boys stop to see what happened. I forget the warning, and I try to keep the campus clean by picking up the trash. Except the reason they don't want the kids in the grass is because copperheads. Yep. And there, in all of its full glory, was a copperhead about 2 inches from my fingertip. Now, Houston, we have a problem. All the cool points that I'd accumulate that morning with snappy conversation, funny tales, including the nene and the whip and the warm-up drills, gone. Why? Because I screamed. And I don't mean to scream at the top of my voice. Proudly and loudly, I screamed in that, oh my hell, what in the world is going on here kind of voice. My voice sounded somewhere between an adolescent girl seeing Justin Bieber in person, but face to face, and several people I know at the movie theater when the scary dude is chasing people and pops out of the door of the floor. I am not proud of myself. I'm just not. But the looks on the faces of the girls bordered on hilarious and absolute disrespect. One stood arms crossed, freckles dancing with a smirk that only made her comment of, well, why didn't you pay attention to what you said? It just made it seem more painful. Her friend laughing hysterically and yelled, "Get it, coach!"
Oh, they're grilling you.
As if she truly thought that was an option. The dagger was the adorable little girl named Ashley, who was staying with me in the back of the line because she wanted to hold my hand. Well, Ashley held my hand tighter and said, "Coach, it's okay. I get that way with Black Widow spiders." She's telling me that. She goes, "I understand. I really understand, Coach."
I don't know what the equivalent of that is, but you got posterized by that little girl with that comment. Like, I'm scared of actual Black Widows, one of the most deadly spiders.
She's holding my hand.
I'll hold it tight.
It's okay, Coach.
You're all right.
Yep.
Just the copperhead.
So after the group laughter and group condolences for the loss of my pride, dignity, and cool, we moved on to more basketball. The maintenance man came by the gym to tell me that the construction rattled a few snakes and this one was caught and removed. He then whispered, what was that dance move called that you did trying to get away from that snake? Oh, they mocked me that day. And that snake simply did what snakes do. So I have no anger towards it. But to know that in a time of crisis, my cool was lost. As camp day's end, I was approached by several moms. They wanted to offer me hugs. So did several dads. They weren't welcome to Texas hugs. They were more like, "I'm sorry you almost peed your pants, big guy." That's okay. As the quote says, "I'm going back tomorrow. There will be no more snake dances. I'll tell you that. That is my story, and I'm sticking to it."
That was a good day for the snake, though. I mean, he got some granola out of
He
it.
don't even know, but he got captured. I don't know what happened to him.
He got some granola first.
He got a laugh, is what he got.
That's true. He probably had some boys. It probably was like the snakes in on it too. Like, watch this guy.
Watch this.
Like, let's see what this guy does.
Watch this. I'm telling you, yeah, it was the girl with her arms folded.
That one hurt. The girl squeezing my hand and saying it's okay with her.
Squeezing my hand was legit. Like, she was sincerely like, "It's okay."
I know, but that just tells you like how bad.
Oh, how
you look
bad
there.
it was.
Like that would hit me. Like, man, I
But
got
she
the
was
little
there
kid.
for me.
Yeah, like looking out for me.
It was the one who was standing there with her arms folded.
Come on, man.
Like,
Follow your own damn rules,
right?
DP.
Just and it's that thing, right, of being the adult in the room and that you're setting the standard for cool and boundary, and I absolutely failed. Just spectacularly in the ability to fail. Two final things before we go tonight. I asked you a question at the last break because something was sent to my phone that a man set the world record for removing bras. He had 60 seconds. None of the bras were attached to the same woman. So he literally had to line up the women. How many bras do you think he unhooked in 60 seconds?
I feel like this was a bit on like early 2000s. I feel like people have tried, so I'm gonna go high with 40.
This gentleman set the world record in 60 seconds by unhooking 91 bras in 60 seconds.
Hold on.
91 in 60 seconds. Yeah.
Every one and a half second.
You're questioning yourself, right?
1.5 seconds.
You're questioning yourself, right? You can only.
No.
Here's what. Yes, you are.
Not at all. It also took me under 2 seconds.
Under 2 seconds. Listen.
1.5 was what you have to average to pull off 91 in 60
The
seconds.
first time you had to unhook a bra, Harrison, how long did it take you?
It took some advice from the other party.
Your brother is trying to teach you. Did you practice on like a mannequin?
No, it was the nice
pillow?
the nice young lady. This is a contraption out here. I need advice.
How long did it take you?
Probably wrestling it. I can't remember.
You rang a bell. It's
I was ready
Harrison
to-
versus the.
I was ready to just buy a new one.
Right.
It's getting to that point. To be honest, though, that was unfair. It was like playing.
Oh,
It was like
100%.
the first one. It was also the design of this one was like me having to go play it like at a pro level when it was my first time playing.
Oh, so she had the double.
It was like a triple.
Oh, the triple.
It was unreal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was like, not a Hall of Famer.
It's like a Rubik's Cube.
It was.
That's when you just curse. Oh, come on. A triple? I'm a rookie here. What are you doing?
I just thought that was it, though. You know, it's like I thought they were all triples.
No, you got. I mean, Harrison. No, they were not.
Yeah, well, there's my confession.
Oh, that's so good. That is the perfect note to leave. Harrison, that is spectacular. Practice. Practice.
I'm good
young
now.
man.
All right, we're getting out of here. Early break tomorrow.
Practice, young man.
Appreciate you guys listening. 6 a.m. I'll talk to you then.